Anything about this team a loss like this, but what do you think went wrong for you guys in this game?
I think we let go of the rope, and that's uncharacteristic of the squad. You know, we fight for 48 minutes. Maybe the hangover from last night, I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, I got to play better on the offensive side and defense. I just got to play better for us to have a chance to win. And I think as I get my legs back under me, I'll do that. So I got to be better for us.
What's your mentality, and how do you give yourself grace and patience a little bit in this comeback process for yourself?
Well, I mean, my mentality never wavers. So, just focus on the process. Continue to play the right way. Be aggressive and look for my spots, and try to stay involved and engaged and assertive.
Coach Adelman was saying it feels like when you guys get a healthy roster or close to a healthy roster, someone else goes down. How frustrating has this season been? What are some of the emotions that have been associated with the injuries you guys have faced?
Yeah, that's super frustrating. To get me back, and then Maul goes down with the ankle sprain. But like we've been saying all year, it's next man up. So we can do it.
Regardless of the outcome, just how exciting was it for you to be back out there and getting real game minutes?
It's fun. I'm grateful to be able to play this game and be out there and express myself through the game that I love to play and be out there with the fellas. So win, lose, or draw, I have gratitude. Obviously, it's better to come out with a win, and that's what I'm looking for day in and day out. But I'm grateful to just playing the game alive and playing.
Are you able to play without worry about your hammy, or is it always going to be in the back of your mind for a little while?
Well, I mean, I got to stay on top of it, but I play without worry. When you're worried about injury out there, that's usually when it happens. So I feel great. My body feels good. It's just the timing and the pace of the game that needs to come back to me now. But I feel good.
Aaron, are there any things that you've tried to implement off the court just to try to maybe improve your chances of not re-injuring it in the future, just as frustrating as the recurring aspect of it has been?
Absolutely. I'm getting to the gym much earlier, and warming up more diligently.
Aaron, you kind of touched on it there, but where do you feel like your conditioning level is at? And
conditioning is
conditioning
good.
kind of connected?
Yeah, a little bit. Anybody in the league can make shots when there's no cardio involved and then no one's tired. But as soon as you start running up and down, it gets a little bit harder to make shots and be in the right place at the right time. But I'm not here to make excuses. I played bad tonight, and I think that affected. I know that it affected us losing the game. So I'm going to look to play better and help the team.
How do you guys regroup ahead of OKC, especially the way that the last game was against the Thunder?
I'm gonna leave that to DA and the coaching staff, but I mean, it's age-old adage: never get too high, never get too low. You got to stay even-keeled in this league, and we know what's at hand. We know what's at stake, and we know what our goals are. So we see the big picture, and we're not worried about it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.
What happened with your guys' team tonight?
We just didn't play well. I think first and foremost, the loose balls and the rebounds, and they just outplayed us. They had more effort than us, and that's unacceptable, especially at home. So we didn't shoot the ball well, but I think the story was more the loose balls than those things.
Yeah, what can you guys do when you are having a night like you had tonight from 30?
That's when you have to be better on the loose balls and create extra, possessions for yourself. Especially when Maul goes down. We didn't have enough fight tonight. I don't think we played hard enough. So, like I said, it's unacceptable, especially at home.
How discouraging is it to see Jamal roll his ankle?
I mean, it sucks. This year with injuries, I think we've had pretty good resilience across the board. But seeing Maul go down just for how well he's played and kind of the leader, he's been this year for us, and a guy that's played really, really well. So it sucks to see him go down. But just for the team, I feel like we got all the guys back in pregame. I thought our vibe was really good. We were excited to see AG get back, starting lineup play together again, and it seems like we played 12 minutes or whatever it was together. So it sucks for Maul. It sucks to watch, but no excuses. We got to find a way to win games.
Christian, how do you guys move on from a night like this?
You play the Thunder in a couple of days, and so you don't really have an option. So we know what the game was there the last time we were there, and like I said, understanding we need to put wins together. There really is no excuse. You have to go win, and that's just kind of part of this league. So we got to bounce back. We'll be ready.
Christian, DA really complimented your conditioning yesterday. Obviously, in the last 4 games, you've gone up against Shea and Luka, Jalen. When did you realize that being in kind of like peak conditioning would be an important part of your career?
I think I've always tried to be in good shape and those things. I think that I felt like he described it really, really well, like the way he put it. I mean, I think that my speed is back. I think that I've always been in good shape. I feel like I do a good job of staying in shape, but I think the explosion is just the thing that comes and goes, and on a night-to-night basis, some nights it feels really good, some nights it doesn't, but I think he's right. The speed is back, and I'm good enough to be out there, so don't make any excuses about it. Like I said, what happened tonight was unacceptable. I think Coach did a really good job of describing kind of the way I felt.
How do you navigate bringing some of these guys back and giving yourself some grace to build that chemistry again?
I don't think it's time for grace. I mean, I think that we have to give ourselves grace to understand that it is new, but like I said, whoever's out there, whatever lineup's out there, we need to find a way to win, and that's just the reality of the situation we're in, the reality of this conference, and it was going to be this way no matter what. So we got to find a way to put some wins together. Obviously, schedule doesn't get easier, but that's okay. We need to play in big games. We got guys that can't step up, and we'll step up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christian.